everyone. Good day. Uh, this is Professor Roger Flores of Central Mindanao University once again. Today we are going to continue our discussion with our subject Engineering Operations Management. Okay, so today we are going to discuss the Chapter 2. This is entitled Operations Strategy. Here we are going to discuss and we have to learn about what are the strategies that we will be able to apply our to perform our activity, no? In any company, in any organizations, or any management organizations. Okay. So, especially in engineering, we should have to consider the strategies so that we'll be able to perform, we will be able to implement the desired output of our company, the objectives and the goals, targets of our, for example, in productions. No? That is the essence of this chapter 2, operations strategy. Okay, so let us define what is a strategy. Okay, so to start with, we have this definition of different ideas on what is strategy. Okay, so as we know here, this is a Greek word, strategia, or it is an art of troop leader or a leader, no? Office or of general, no? Command or generalship. Okay, so meaning to say that strategy is applicable for any organization. Okay, in an office, in an organization, or of course in any group or company, no? Okay, so as it is defined, it is a general plan to achieve one or more long-term or overall goals under conditions of uncertainty. We know that we are not so sure, no? In our organization, we are not so sure what will happen, whether or not our planned activity will be successful, no? So all these things, no, can be achieved, or these goals, objectives can be achieved by having this strategy. Okay? Pag mayroon tayong strategy, and if this strategy is commonly applicable to any of this organization, then we will be able to achieve our goals. Okay, so it is underlined here, the uncertainty. Ibig sabihin, walang kasiguruhan kasi we do not know really. Only God knows, no? The achievement or the compliance or the success of any planned activities. Okay, so that is one of the definition of strategy. Okay, so strategic decisions. Okay, because by the way, decision making is one of the heart of the management. Okay, we have these strategic decisions, and it could be classified, no, as those decisions which make major long-term changes, okay, to the resource base of the organization in response to the external factors. Okay, so that is the strategic decision is based on the okay, so on how you are going to respond to these external factors. Okay, so these external factors, we don't have any control about it. Okay, so that is why it is called external, no? So we cannot control about it, but we should have to play within it, no? So what are some of these external factors? Okay, so markets. Now, when it comes to business, so we cannot control markets, but of course, we can do things, no, to go with to go to play with these markets. And who are these markets? Of course, our customers, okay, so our target customers, our clients, okay, and of course another external factors is these competitors, no. So competitor is one. Okay, so when we have this business, we will not forget competitors because especially we Filipinos, we have given this what we call this as free entrepreneurship, no? So everybody can have their own business and can do their own strategy to be successful in our business. So from time to time, we should have to expect that we have these competitors when it comes to business. Okay, in our common places, no. For example, some of us plan to engage business in selling fruits. We have this fruit stand. And even though at first we are nag-iisa lang tayo sa isang place, no, na nagtitinda ng mga fruits, do not be surprised that maybe next day mayroon na tayong katabi na nagtitinda din ng mga fruits. Okay? Mayroon na tayong mga kapitbahay na mayroon na ring mga fruit stands, no? So that is anyway business. So do not forget these competitors. Okay? So even services, even okay, we're talking about goods, no, but even services, it is normal that if you are doing something, serving or to our client today, maybe tomorrow, mayroon na tayong kompetensya. So as I've said, these are the external factors, yung mga customers natin, yung sa market natin, mga sites, locations ng mga possible or mga potential markets natin. We should have to consider these markets, customers, and competitors. So we should have to think strategy, how you're going to implement our project or our business. Okay. So strategy is seen as complex in nature due to a high degree of uncertainty. So yun po, walang kasiguruhan, no po. Kasi only God knows, as I've said, ang may alam. Okay. So in the near future, consequences arriving from decisions. Okay. So anyway, as we said, decision making is the heart of management. So okay. So this what we call as uncertainty, yun po, walang kasiguruhan. Hindi natin alam. So whatever decisions we made, if it is successful, then it will be credited to us. Or if it is not, then of course, yun po, we should have to face the consequences of whatever decisions that we made. So that is why that is the heart of the management system. Okay, so that is the important of this strategy, no? Okay. Okay, so strategy is important because the resources available to achieve goals are usually limited. One of the important thing that the manager, the executive officer, the CEO must have to think is that you are going to coordinate with your materials, we're going to coordinate with your labors, your human resources, and also to your financial, okay, availability, okay. Then maybe most of the time there might be some problem when it comes to materials and resources, your logistics, okay. Why? Because of course that is one of the constraints of any organization or in a company. So resources might not be available, but we should have to think of the strategies on how you are going to achieve with less resources or limited resources. So that is our challenge being the head of the office. Okay, so let's proceed with the operations strategy. So this is now we will now come to the field of in the field, no, in the production, for example, in operations. Okay, so concern with both what the operation has to do in order to meet current and future challenges. Okay, so it is very clear, no, that we are as being the managers, being the head of the office, then we should have to be concerned with the operations, no, for the present operations and for the future challenges. Okay, so what are the future challenges? Of course, we should have to consider this long-term development, okay, of its operations. So consider resources and the processes. No, when we say processes, of course, for this time, maybe in a present situation, in a present condition, the conversion of raw materials to the output, no, the product might be applicable to this present condition, situations, and available machines, for example. But maybe later, no, so maybe later our process will become obsolete. So we must have to think about it, no. So this is what we call as operations strategy. Okay, so that we will not be left behind when it comes to technology. Then we should have to always think of the improvement, okay, or the new technology to make it more advanced the process of producing our goods and products. No, they can provide the basis for sustainable advantage. Okay, so sustainable advantage. As I've said, do not let our process, our company, even our human resources left behind or becoming obsolete. We must have to upgrade based on the need of our clients and the customers. Okay, so we have this number two. We have the levels of strategy. Okay, so strategy can be seen to exist at three main levels within the organization. We have the corporate level, we have the business level, and we have this operational or functional level. So we have to discuss this one by one, and this is based on the our discussion here will focus on the strategy. No, so what is this corporate level? Okay, of course, this is the highest or corporate level. The strategy provides very general, long-range guidance for the whole organization, often expressed as a statement of its mission. Okay, so ibig sabihin, this corporate level is our planning here, our strategy here will be based on the complete organization. Okay, so maybe we know that in our organization we are divided into different departments, sections, groups of subgroups, subsystems. Okay, so if we belong to this corporate level management, then we have to think of the strategy based on the whole organization. Okay, so long range guidance planned for the strategy for the whole long range. For maybe we will be planning for a 5-year development plan, or we have to think of a 10-year development plan. No, so we have this range of long range of guidance in the whole organization. Okay, so we must have to base our strategy to the statement of its mission. Now, this mission, as we said, the vision, mission, goals, and objectives, ito po yung tinatawag natin na guiding star of achieving the output of our organization. Okay. So, this occupies the heights or the highest level of the highest level of the decision making. So, I mentioned that one already. that decision making here is based on the whole organization. The nature of these decisions tends to be value-oriented, conceptual than the other levels. Okay, so more on conceptual, more on ideas, the uh, the brilliant idea based on what we are going to consider uh, here. Our brilliant idea will consider on its output of the whole organization. Okay, so but the most important here is based on the higher level of decision making. Okay, so let's come now to business level. So this is the second level of strategy. Term, okay, is termed a business strategy and maybe for the organization or at the strategic business unit level and larger diversified companies. Okay, so ito po yung sunod po, yung sa baba, one step below, no? So business strategy here is based on the diversified company situation. Okay, ito po yung pag mayroon tayong mga departments by sections, ito na po. So from the corporate level, it will be cascaded to business level. So these are the people that is in charge in the business marketing, for example. Okay, so in charge to market the product. Okay, so yan po, kaya tinatawag itong larger diversified companies. Okay, so think of strategies on how to market, no? So even in academic institutions, then faculty members, the institution, the university should have to plan, think of a strategy how your student will be marketed. Okay, how you're going to sell our student. Okay, so that is why we have to do everything to make our students more knowledgeable, world class maybe, uh, have a good theoretical foundation with regards to our individual program or professions. Okay, so we have to think of this strategic business unit level, which is applicable to the next level, which is this business or this market level. Okay, so there, the concern is with the product and services that should be offered in the market defined as the corporate at the corporate level. Yun nga po, sabi ko po kanina, whatever strategy that had been made by the corporate level, it will be cascaded downward to the next level, which is the business, and maybe in charge of the market. Then we have to whether our it is a product or services, then we should have to consider how you are going to conduct or perform or introduce our product to the market. Okay, so next we have to discuss the operational or the functional level. Of course, this is the third level as we know. Okay, so this third level of strategy is termed the operational or functional strategy. Okay, so where the functions of the business, operations, marketing, finance, okay, as an example, make long-range plans, okay, which support the business strategy. Okay, so here we are in the operations, we are in the field, we are in the actual battle. Okay, so if we are the head of these offices, in the operations, in the productions, manufacturing, for example, then we should have to think, okay, to support the business level or the upper, the most top strategic or the strategy or the management. Okay, so here we have to think to how you're going to produce, or if it is we are in the production, and of course if we are in the marketing, we are in the field. Okay, nandun po tayo sa market, nandun na po tayo sa sites and locations where we are going to implement or introduce our product, then we should have to think about it. Okay, so think of the strategy. So yun nga po, kahit dito tayo sa mga tabi-tabi, example lang po, ah, yung mga, halimbawa, we engage in car wash business, no? We experience that pag maganda yung takbo ng car wash business natin, mga ilang araw lang, mayroon na rin tayong mga competitors na car wash business din. Kaya ang gagawin natin doon sa business natin, ano ba yung mga strategy natin? Marketing strategy. So that we will be able to go ahead with our competitors. So that is why we have to think about it, especially when we are assigned in marketing sector, no? And also our finance. Think of course, our organization, our company cannot run because money, financial aspect is the blood of our company. So we have to think of this, how you're going to run, how you're going to what will be our strategies, no? So that our financial aspects of our company will not suffer. Okay, so that is one of the most important in this operational or functional level. What are or what will be our strategy so that we will be able to run our company smoothly? Okay, so even during crisis, no? So even during crisis, we can think of any strategies so that we'll be able to still run our company smoothly. Okay, so number 3. So we have the rules of operation and strategy or strategy development. Okay, so role of operation. So this is the rule, okay, of operations. Okay, so it plays an important role in the formulation and delivery of the organization's strategy. Okay, so here, especially if we are assigned in the operations in the field, so we will, as it is mentioned here, plays an important role in the formulation and delivery of the organization's strategy. So whatever the planned strategy or yes, approved strategy, then we have a big role in the in operations. We have this big role how you're going to implement that strategy. Okay, so in implementation, first of all, we should have to understand. We should have to know and convince, and we should be convinced that this strategy is helpful to run our organization. Okay? So that is very important. Now, how come, or maybe it will become a problem later if the implementer or the people in the operations in the field do not know, do not understand, or even hindi na convinced that this strategy is the most applicable solution or way to achieve the goals and the mission of the organization. So that is the first thing that we're going to do. We should have to be convinced that this strategy by the corporate level and this business level management are helpful and can be it will result to the achievement of the goals and the target of our organization. Okay, so market conditions have changed from a mass production era to an environment demanding performance on measures. Okay, so as we know, in any market, no, kahit saan, hindi ibig sabihin na yung sa market, sa merkado lang. So kahit saan, as long as we have our clients, we have our customers, no, it changed from a mass production era. Kasi po, nung una, yung production natin is yung tinatawag natin mass production, paramihan ng production. But of course, this time, then we must have to change our strategy into depende lang po sa demand ng mga ng merkado at saka yung mga customers at saka mga clients natin. Okay? So, because having bloated inventories, yung mga stocks natin, of course, it will affect to our business. Okay, so if we need to produce, manufacture, okay, in our production, then the speed of production will depend on the demand of our environment. Ibig sabihin dito, yung environment demanding performance, yun po yung merkado natin, yung mga clients at saka yung mga customers natin. Okay, so di kailangan na we have to produce more because otherwise it will become a bloated inventory. Baka ma-deficit lang po tayo sa production natin. Okay? So, another rule is, okay, this is the traditional approach to strategy development. Okay, has been for senior managers to establish corporate objectives, develop a strategy for meeting these objectives. Okay, so yun po ang unang gagawin ng mga senior managers natin, yung mga executive officers natin. They must have to think of the corporate objectives. From that mission, which is the guiding star of any organization, we have this vision, then we have these objectives. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na corporate objectives because it will refers to the whole process, the whole organization. Okay, so we have to develop a strategy for meeting to achieve these objectives. Ito po yung tinatawag natin na traditional approach to strategy development. We should have to start from the mission, the vision, the objectives, and then cascaded to the level of operations, functional level. Then we have to think of the strategy, how you are going to meet these objectives of the company. Okay, this approach, okay, so this approach is intended to ensure that resources are directed efficiently at the areas identified. Okay, it's very clear that we should have to consider our resources. Talking about resources here, we have the materials, okay, we have the thing, we have the logistics, and of course, our human resources. Of course, human and non-human resources. Ito po yung tinatawag ko po kaninang materials, logistics, ito po yung tinatawag natin na non-human resources. But of course, talking about resources, then we are going to include our human resources. Yung pong mga laborers natin, mga staff natin, ito po yung all this human resource na the gumagawa, functioning to achieve these objectives of the organization and the company. Okay, is directed efficiently, no? So when we say efficient, then converting this raw material to the desired output, then that is if you achieve this target, then we are doing efficient performance. Okay, so the idea is that in dynamic market, when we say dynamic market, this refers to yung mga merkado na yung mga merkado natin nga changing rapidly, okay, from time to time, okay, the demands, okay, the need of the market. So yun po tinatawag natin dynamic market, no? So market conditions, the strategic plan should indicate the general direction, okay, the general direction that the organization should follow because on the capabilities and values it possesses. Okay, kasi po, kapag sinasabi natin capabilities, hindi natin, we cannot say that whatever demands, yung volume, yung quantity na demand ng market natin, kaya natin. Hindi. Kasi yun po yung isa na magiging problema natin later on if you're going to just accept demands, accept orders, and then hindi na pala natin kaya yung production. So we should have to have a strategy on how you're going to do this, no? So we must have to base, okay, our strategy on the consider also the capability of our company. Kung ano lang po yung makakaya natin. So otherwise, pag hindi natin kaya, then you must have to think about it, no? We must have to do. We must have other strategy to achieve this. Okay? So, and of course, the values, okay, it possesses of these things. So, number 4, we have these operations competitive priorities. Okay, ano po itong competitive priorities? Okay, this is, we have these operations priorities, no? Operations should focus on specific capabilities, which may be termed competitive priorities. Okay, sinasabi ko lang po kanina po, yung accepting orders from the market, then we should have to consider these capabilities. Okay, kasi po this will become competitive priorities of our organization. We have these 4 operations priorities or measures, no? So we have this cost, yon, cost ng production, cost ng transportation, cost ng marketing, o kahit ano, no? So we should have to consider this one. Kaano po tayo capable when it comes to cost? Okay, time also, no? Time also. Because of course, our clients, our customers always think of the time of delivery, time of availment, or kailan po available yung in-order nila. So, that is very important. And quality. Of course, we should have to consider always that our product, our services have in good quality. Okay, so otherwise, if you cannot attain the desired quality, then it will become a problem. Baka mawawalan tayo ng market or our clients or customers because we might have poor quality of our product. And of course, this flexibility. Okay, so all these factors of operations priorities will be discussed, no, one by one. Okay, so if an organization is competing on price, then it is essential that it keeps its cost base lower than the competition. Okay, so take note that especially as Filipinos, we are always looking for the cheaper, yung pong mga video cheaper amount. Okay, prices, no? So, if talking about cost, then we should have to consider the lowest. Pero kailangan, pag magbaba tayo ng presyo, ay kailangan na alam natin kung hanggang saang level lang po tayo. Okay? Baka ma-deficit na po tayo, wala na po tayong profit. Anong mangyari sa business natin? Okay, then it will either make more profit than rivals if price is equal. Okay? So, or gain market share if price is lower. Okay, so that is why the marketing, the financial or the finance section or department of our office here should have to make some strategy. Okay, so that is why some of this business companies, okay, pag ma-attain na nila yung target nila, mayroon na silang nakuha na nila yung desired profits, then maybe some of them will be having this sale. Okay, mayroon tayong mga 10% sale, yon, magbigay sila ng mga discounts. Okay, especially if bulk yung mga orders. So, mayroon tayong mga discounts na ibibigay. Okay, so mga deductions, no? So, those are some of the what we call as strategy in marketing, no? So, again, gain market share if price is lower. Okay, so thus cost proximity is important to maximize profits. Okay, kasi po negosyo itong pinag-usapan natin, so we should have to maximize our profits and deter competitors, okay, from entering the market. So that is why is that we have to be flexible when it comes to cost? Of course, because we will based on the market demand, our competitors in the market. Okay, we have these four major categories of cost. Okay, we have the staff, the facilities, and the materials. Yun po, sabi ko po kanina. So, kailangan natin ng study about this cost because we should have to, of course, include in our study the staff, the people, the human resources, the facilities, and the materials needed in the productions, and even until transportations and deliveries. Okay, we should have to consider our cost. Okay, the greatest scope for cost reduction lies with the reduction of the cost of materials. Ito po, even in the constructions, baka gain tayo na medyo malaki. We will have a greater or bigger profits when it comes to materials. Okay? So, kaya nga, sa business, pwede tayo magbigay ng mga deductions, mga bonus if our customers will do these deliveries in bulks, no? So yung bigger amount of these deliveries. Okay, so talking about time. Okay, the time delay or speed of operation can be measured as the time between a customer request for a product or service and then receiving that product or service. Okay, iyon po ang period na kailangang i-consider natin. From the order of the customer, the request of the customer hanggang sa delivery. Okay? Hanggang sa delivery. That is very important. Okay. So, any delay, it will have some consequences. Okay? That might mag-detract na yung mga customers natin kasi po na-delay tayo ng delivery ng production. So siguro sa susunod ay hindi na yan kukuha sa atin kasi they will think that of course maapektahan yung operations din nila, yung transactions nila, yung construction nila if we cannot deliver these materials, these goods and even services in the right agreed time. Okay? So, speed is an important factor to the customer in making a choice, no, about which organization to use. Okay, so we must have to think again of the strategy if we need to consider this time. So, speed in delivery, speed in production, okay, speed in responding the need of the customers. That is very important. The period, okay, the delay. Okay, more delays, then more consequences we will be suffering. Okay, in the case, the speed of the internal process of purchase and make will directly affect the delivery time experienced by the customer. Okay, yun po. So, yung mga internal processes natin, yung production natin, kasi siguro low speed yung production natin, yung manufacturing natin ng goods natin. So, it will affect the delivery time to our customers. Then, of course, there might be some consequences that might affect our operations. Baka dissatisfaction ng mga customers natin. Okay? Thus, in competitive terms, speed can be used to both reduce cost and reduce delivery time. Okay? So, if high speed tayo, if we will be able to deliver, produce, manufacture our products in advance, okay, than the agreed time or period, then it might reduce costs. Okay, in delivery or in other matters in in the production process, no. So like for example, no, uh, energy consumption, yung binabayad natin na sa kuryente pag mag-produce tayo. If we can do this in a short period of time, for example, if the operations to produce this specific product, maybe 1 week yung target natin, but if we can finish it 3 days lang po, then of course makasave tayo ng kuryente, yung bayad natin sa operations, sa sweldo ng mga tao, no? Because we made it in a shorter time than the target period. Okay, so that is very important. And of course, reduce delivery time also. Okay, so that is time. Now let's proceed to quality. Okay, so quality is very important. Okay, quality covers both the quality of the product or services itself and the quality of the process that delivers the product or services. Okay, so gaano ka ganda, no? Our product, our output that we will deliver to our customers. Okay. So is it when it comes to processes, is it really compliant to the specifications, the design? Okay. Otherwise, if it is not compliant, of course, marami namang mga consequences yung ma-experience natin. Halimbawa, ibabalik yun sa atin, no? So, ibabalik ng customers natin kasi hindi nag-comply sa specifications. So, gaano kalaki yung ma-damage natin when it comes to financial? Okay? Malaki yung nagasto natin. Ngayon, ibinalik. Then we have to repair it. Another cost. Another time that we are going to consume. And all these things, no? So, quality is very important when it comes to production. Okay? So, we have to think of a strategy so that we'll be able to maintain the good quality of our products. Okay? So, advantages of good quality and on competitiveness, no, includes increased dependability. Okay? So, increased dependability internal, yung mga busing natin. So, siguro, we'll just say, okay, so go ahead with our production because I know that for several times we produce this with a good quality. So go ahead na. So di na natin kailangan ng mga additional expertise ng mga consultants natin because we know already how you're going to perform, how we are going to produce this product in a good quality. Of course, reduce costs, no? And then improve customer service. Okay, so the most important here is we should be able to satisfy the customer needs and the satisfaction of the customers and our customers and our clients. Okay, especially when it comes to products or services. Okay, next is the fourth or the last one here is the flexibility. Okay, so can mean the ability to offer a wide variety of products, services to the customer and to be able to change these products or services quickly. Okay, we are flexible. Like for example, okay, baka yung order ng customers natin 100 volumes, no? The volumes or pieces of this kind of product that we have, 100. What if in the area or our customers have a good performance when it comes to production or their products, no? Their marketing, for example, then they need more than this 100 pieces or volume of the ordered materials or output or our product. Okay, so can we produce? Okay, can we provide them additional? Okay, so quickly, no, quickly. So that is flexibility when it comes to production and of course availability of our product. Okay. So like for example services also. So for example, this organization needs this kind of services. Okay. So for example, if we need to expand, we need to extend our services, are we flexible to perform our services? Okay, so those are the things that we are going to consider, and this is what we mean by flexibility. Okay, so it depends on the need of the customers, need of our clients. So can we extend? Can we add? Okay, so that is why this is very important when it comes to uh, this strategy. Ano po ba yung gagawin natin? Halimbawa, mag-demand yung sa construction, halimbawa, no? Sa construction. So baka mag-demand yung end user na, Sir, kailangan, engineer, kailangan natin na matapos natin po itong project natin, yung building natin within this month. Okay, so wala na yan sa program of works. Wala na yan sa scopes natin. So, are we ready to comply this demand of our end user? Okay, so we should have this strategy. Okay, so yun po ang tinatawag natin na flexibility ng to comply the demand of our customers and the end user. So baka gagawin natin being the project manager, baka gagawin natin, okay, we will do overtime or we will add additional human resources so that we will be able to comply or to finish our projects or our project in this target date or the demanded period or the demanded date of our end user. So, of course, if we can perform these things, of course, it will add a good relationship with our customers. So, flexibility is very important also. Okay. It is also needed so that the organization can adapt to changing customers' needs. Yun po ang sinabi ko po kanina. In terms of product range and varying demand, and to cope with capacity shortfalls due to equipment breakdown or component shortage. Okay po, ito pong shortfalls, no? Ito po, those are some of the unexpected shortages, no? Paano if mag 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 ito po yung production natin mag-bug down. Okay? So unexpected na masira yung operations natin. Okay, so kailangan natin ng mag-adjust, no? Mag-adjust ng production. So to cope this slacks, no? Yung wala tayong operations, then we should have to double time. You have to think of the strategy so that we'll be able to cope all the productions that is needed and was stopped during these shortages. Okay. Okay, so when it comes to product flexibility, it is the ability to be able to quickly act in response to the changing customers' needs with new product or service designs. For example, okay, out of these specifications or specific demands of the customers, then mayroon sila nakita na kailangan natin ng a twist or maybe a modified or innovations or renovations of their designs. Okay, are we ready to respond these needs of the customers quickly? Okay? So, pwede ba natin ito magawa ng paraan na we have to change these specifications given to us, no? So, as I've said a while ago, that if we can do it, then it will result to a good relationship with our customers and services. Kahit yung mga services lang po natin. Halimbawa, we ask for services of these geodetic engineers for a survey of a certain lot. Then what if the considered lot is only this dimensions? What if mayroon palang ibang lot na isurvey natin? If we are the provider of this surveying services, okay, can we give or extend our services to survey this additional lot? So this is what we call as flexibility of our services. Okay. So volume flexibility, which is the ability to be able to decrease or increase output in response to the changes in demand. Okay, so klaro po yan, no? So, can we be able to reduce efficiently our production? Or can we be able to increase efficiently our output if there is a change in the demand or in the market or in our customers? Okay, so we should have this flexibility. Okay, so that ends our discussions. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so it ends our discussion. So thank you very much. Thank you for listening. So if you think that you learned something about our discussion strategies, no? So just try to subscribe our YouTube channel. Then try to share. Try to likes and share our YouTube channel. So, okay, just continue studying, try to apply, try to practice, try to think, try to plan a good strategy in our organizations to achieve our target, our mission, or our target objectives of our organizations. Thank you very much. God bless.